How's my audio? Is that good there?
Ripping and rolling. We're rocking.
Good to go?
Rocking and ripping.
Check
and
1, 2, 3, 4.
7.
All right, let's try this again. We're back, Wilder Minds. We tried to start earlier, but it didn't work out because we had a rain delay. It was pouring here in Michigan. It was so loud that the roof was shaking.
Tornado just touched down in Freeland.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That was wicked out there.
Just touched down. There was an enclosed trailer on its side.
No
That's about as bad as it gets here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In Michigan.
Yeah, well, it was pretty bad, but we're back. We got a lot to talk about today. We had a busy weekend. We had a lot going on. We got some follow-up that we want to talk about. A post that we made that has started a little controversy, which is good. It's we're calling attention to it, so we got a lot to cover off on today.
Yeah. Welcome back, Casey.
Tired.
So you burned down Nash Vegas, did you?
No, it's just long days. I was down there for CMA Fest with Busch Light, and Luke played till like almost 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And you're just there all day, every day. So it was awesome. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That is the busiest time for Nashville by far. Like,
it's insane.
It's Nash Vegas.
Yep.
It really is.
Was it hot?
Oh, yeah, it was, 90 degrees every day.
Oof.
So, yeah, 90 degrees, humidity through the roof, and you're just out in it all day. I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then came home yesterday.
Yep.
Last night. And, but yeah, it was cool, man. Was there for the Busch Light. They do Busch Country, which is awesome.
Awesome at Busch Country.
That's awesome. They do the big Busch Country deal, so they just bring in a bunch of brand ambassadors from the Busch side: Ross Chastain, Nate Smith, some of the musicians, and everybody's there to hang out, watch country music, and have a good time.
Yeah.
So, and then the Flavor Showdown was cool. So,
yeah. I'm interested to hear this because you tasted it.
I tasted it
because we had this showdown before, and we were talking about what it would actually be.
We all kind of came to orange, right? We thought orange.
I thought you tasted it.
Orange it wins for me.
Yeah.
Lemon is a shandy,
100%
on point. Lemon is a shandy. Peach I've had before. I think they improved the peach. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
But the orange is just, I don't know. For me, it's so good.
Yeah.
I don't know what. So they had a really cool thing. So people would come do the Flavor Showdown. Then you go over to this photo booth. You put your vote in. It takes your photo with the winning flavor that you chose, and then they're going to tally all that stuff up, and it goes into the
figure out which one.
Yeah, the Grandmaster plan.
Mm-hmm.
So
did you ask them what happens to the beer that they did that won't get released? Where does that go?
I did, and they wouldn't even let me take pictures of it. It's in bottles with these labels on them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what are you guys doing? They're like, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Damn it. So, but yeah, it was cool, man. It was just, it's long days. So
did you end up connecting with Mark or anything for Luke?
He was in Ohio.
Oh.
Yep. They were on tour. They were in Ohio, and then he came back. They did a Spotify thing Saturday night, and then Sunday they were so freaking slammed that we weren't even able to do it. So, but yeah, it was cool, man. If anybody's ever been to Nashville, Broadway in a normal time of year is awesome. But you go there during CMA Fest when all the headliners and all these top people are there, and they just pop in randomly.
Oh yeah, because they have bars and stuff down there.
It was wild. It was actually we were so over focused on the Busch Light side of things. I never even went to Broadway. I didn't even get to make it.
Did they shut it down?
No.
Traffic continued to roll through?
Yeah, it was, but they have every street corner. There's police and traffic everywhere, and so they'll stop traffic for 10 minutes and let all these people walk through, and then they fire a couple cars through one at a time. And then the Nissan Center, so they do the big concerts. There's probably 10 satellite stages throughout, and then right across the Cumberland in the Nissan Center, which is where the Titans play, you walk the pedestrian bridge to get over there, and then they do a big evening concert. So it starts at 8 o'clock and then goes until whenever.
It goes. Last year when we were there, went late. I can only imagine this year. How was Red Clay Strays?
They were phenomenal.
That's the one that I was like, damn. I knew
Actually,
I was gonna miss it.
Yeah, they were unreal. Stephen Wilson Jr.
I was going to say, did you see Wilson?
Stephen Wilson Jr.
Because he's played a small venue, and then he played the bigger venue.
Yeah, he did. They put him on a satellite stage in Nissan, so he was down in the middle of the crowd.
So they had that stage to the left again.
Yeah, where Scotty McCreery was last year, down not that left one, in the crowd.
In the crowd, yeah.
He was at that one, and he did 2 songs. He was phenomenal. Honestly, the craziest concert of all of them was Waka Flocka Flame. Never heard of them.
That is
not gonna lie.
Waka Flocka?
Waka Flocka.
Oh, I did not expect you to say that.
People were climbing over the fences
Yeah.
to get in and see it.
Yeah. That's insane.
I was watching. It was like a zombie apocalypse. Watching people climb fences to get in there.
Is he
Waka.
considered a country artist?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not even close.
So was he
Flocka.
doing a?
He was on a satellite
See if you
stage.
pull up Waka Flocka on a
Yep,
different
Waka
tab
Flocka Flame.
Huh.
It was unreal. I mean, I've got video of the crowd just going buck wild.
Look for CMAs. See if you have his performance to the CMAs. That's crazy.
CMA Fest went hard.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's the crowd.
Waka Flocka.
Yeah, so if you back up, you'll see me on top of that trailer. Yep.
Oh, he was playing at the Busch Country setup,
Yeah.
like down in that
The doctor. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on that trailer back there on the right.
Yeah.
I'm up on
They
top
are.
of that
They're
Busch
just
Light
jumping.
trailer.
They're going crazy.
Oh,
man.
dude, people went absolutely wild, and I'll like he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like he
Put on a show.
Oh,
Yeah.
He jumped into the crowd, and when he jumped into the crowd, I forget what he did first. I think he did something by Dre, and then he did. Then he went to House of Pain,
Ooh.
and then he went to DMX,
Yeah.
and he went to like all this
All bangers.
Yeah, I mean, and just walked through the crowd doing it, and the place was just going insane.
That's
It was,
awesome.
yeah, it was cool. It was really cool to see.
That's cool. Oh,
What's-
there he is. He's in
there he
the
is
right
in the
there.
middle
He's
there.
out. Yep. Look at that. So they
So
they
Casey,
came
you're
through.
right back there in Busch Country.
There's
You're up on
Casey.
that trailer.
Yep, I'm on. That's the SoFi. See the Busch
You can see
Country
your
one?
beard.
I'm
Yeah.
right there. So they came in and they had to rope everything off because the place was at capacity.
Yeah.
I mean, it was wild, dude. Look at him.
Look at him.
Oh, he's getting after it.
He got up on stage. He's
He's
like,
a big dude.
yeah, he is. He got on stage. He's like, I was so nervous to come out here as a hip hop artist and be
Yeah.
part of the CMA Fest, but thank you guys so much for having me. The place would just look at that. So that was the bridge. That was the
the
that shot was
pedestrian, the one that got that big long
Goes
one.
up
that we-
over-
everybody
Nissan.
that was going
Or not
across the
Nissan,
pedestrian
but,
bridge
yeah.
stopped because you could see it.
You can see the
And
walk.
you could look back and there was just people all over the bridge.
So was it a surprise that he showed up, or was
No,
it
it was on the schedule.
Oh, okay.
So everybody
Yeah.
knew they.
It was on the
'Cause
schedule,
That's free in Busch Country. So
Yep.
like anybody that comes into that section, it's free, and you get in to see the music because it's a side stage.
Where's Busch Country at in accordance to
Right
downtown?
on the river.
Right at the base.
Right
of
at the
man
river by the
bridge.
Yeah,
bridge.
pedestrian bridge hits
Yep.
this, and it's
It's
right,
right
there.
there.
Yep. Okay. There's
It's
a lot of room.
It's
right
the
there,
Dr.
actually.
Pepper stage and Busch Country are all one.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it was his show. Absolutely rocked. It was so good. And then at Nissan that night, Fetty Wap came out. Yeah, Fetty Wap came
Wap.
out, and the place exploded.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
there was more people in it for Fetty Wap than the country music. It was nuts.
Fetty
nuts.
Wap. Let's
Yeah.
go. Fetty Wap.
Yeah, didn't know this. Just got out of prison.
Yeah.
Came from there to the show.
No, that's hey.
That's a good life. Just
Yeah.
get out of prison. Be like, where are we going? Oh, you got a show at Nissan.
Yeah, come to the
Let's get it
show.
done.
So
Working our way up. We're going to the country. Country
like
stage.
4 years in Fed for narco trafficking.
Huh.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very good.
He plays the main stage.
He
in
comes to
CMA.
CMA,
Yeah.
comes out, he's like, "What's up?"
Love it.
Plays the main stage.
Huh.
So
That works. Fetty Wap, baby.
It was crazy,
Let's go.
dude. It was crazy, but it was cool. Very cool.
That's funny.
And then, of course, you got a lot of the guys that are just crushing it now, especially songwriters like Hardy. Hardy did Bury Me in Bottomlands.
Oh,
Basically, a cappella sitting on the stage with a microphone.
Yeah.
that is an
And
incredible song. By the way.
Tore the place doesn't have a roof, but it tore the roof off.
Yeah.
I mean, it was awesome. So, yeah, so it was, overall, it was just a hell of a good time. And
Yeah.
just 4 or 5 days, you're like, all right, it's like Vegas after a couple days. You're like, gotta go home.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Overstimulation,
Yeah, I'm
man.
tired. So, yeah, some of the Busch crew, they were in for like 2 days, and then they're like, all right, off they went.
Yeah.
How's Robo?
Yeah,
Solid.
yeah, Robbo was great.
Everybody's good.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So
Awesome.
fresh off of that, Flavor Showdown though, go vote. If you haven't voted, I think you can go over to Busch Light and go
Yeah.
on their social stuff.
Yeah.
Give it a rip.
How long's the voting open for? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. Hopefully it's orange. I want to try it.
Yeah, it's good. It's really
Jack's checking on the voting.
good. Yep, it was really
There it is
good.
right here. The Busch Flavor Showdown. Oh, we got to put your birthday in. Make sure you're of age. We were going through that.
I did see, totally random.
There it is.
Yeah, how long does it go? That's from May.
It's
July 5th?
July 7th.
Yeah, July 7th.
Yeah.
There
You
you
can
go.
cast
July
your vote
7th.
at busch.com/Flavor Showdown or by commenting on the socials now until July 7th. So go over to Busch Light, check that out, follow them on social. Awesome.
Also, saw, totally random, not by design, totally by surprise, got to see Philip Culpepper. That was good. He's sitting in a restaurant eating, and I looked over, and he was sitting at the table next to me.
Yeah.
So I took a creepy picture of him and texted to him. He's sitting there, and he's like, he does this face, and he starts like looking around, and he turns, he's like, what the hell? So I got to hang out with Philip for a bit, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's cool. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he lives he lives like 20 miles outside of Nashville now.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Yep.
I'm surprised he wasn't turkey hunting in downtown Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Culpepper loves
Shut
his
down.
turkey hunting.
No.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that was my rip at CMA Fest. I know you were in New York, you were down in Chicago. So what you guys got?
It was wild, man. We had a big divide and conquer weekend for sure. So you were at CMA Fest. I had a crazy setup, but we have a new client here at the business that is going to be super cool to launch here coming up, and it's Brian Urlacher from the Chicago Bears. His brand. He's got a fishing boat and golf brand coming out, fishing and golf kind of combo. So we're doing some stuff, and one of the first shoots was the Hall of Fame Challenge. And so we were able to go down to Chicago, went to the Flossmoor Country Club, and we shot the Hall of Fame Challenge first ever. It was pretty insane, man. It was 5 Hall of Famers from Chicago, so basically Chicago royalty. There's 3 NBA championships with Toni Kukoč. There's 1 World Series with Harold Baines. 1 Stanley Cup with the man, the myth, the legend, Dennis Savard. And then Jeremy Roenick, which JR's got his own list of absolute incredible accomplishments, including a Stanley Cup appearance. And then Urlacher, who went to the Super Bowl and obviously is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best linebackers in the NFL of all time. So just an awesome crowd, like crazy setup, but it was like gung-ho from start to finish. Like we got there, we had a call time at 5 a.m. because they teed off at 7:30. I was down there with Louie and Kevin Berg, and we basically met at like 5:15. Rolled over there early because we had to set carts and get them all rigged before they got there. I'm sitting there, and it's like 6:15 in the morning. We're just getting mics out, doing all that kind of stuff, and old Savard walks in, old Denny Savard. As soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I wore number 18. I love Dennis Savard, always have, and it's not very often you meet a guy that has a name of a move like named after him, like the Savard.
Yeah.
He created the spinorama. Like
one of the greatest hockey minds to ever exist.
Ever.
Like
ever. And he's 70 now, right?
Yeah,
and he's just like the most Canadian 70-year-old man I've ever met in my life. Like, dude, it was so cool to see him.
I remember listening to him explain how to beat the neutral zone trap one time, and he did it in like 4 seconds, and you were like, oh no shit.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
that quick.
Yeah.
He's a
incredible.
legend.
But
Legend.
so it's funny. So just a quick story. So he comes up and he introduced himself. I said, yeah, I got you. I know. I very, very well aware there. So as a true hockey player goes, and you know this as well as anyone, Case, when you meet somebody, you're in that environment. If you're starting to get along, you immediately as a hockey player go to the nickname.
Oh yeah.
It just happened. Like hockey players always go to, you add the Y at the end or you shorten the name. There's always a nickname. So I'm putting on his mic and I said to him, Mr. Savard, can I grab you for a second? And he didn't hear me. And finally he turns around and he goes, hey, Keefe. He says, we putting the mics on? I said, yes, if you don't mind, I'll put your mic on. So he calls me Keefe like 3 times, right? He says, Keefe, we got to go up there. We're putting him to sleep. He starts talking. So I'm like, are we there? Am I there?
You're there.
Am I there?
You're in the
I
nest.
feel like I'm there, right? So I go, he goes to get in his cart, and I go, Savvy, I go, you're in this one over here. He goes, oh, thanks, Keith. And I go, fuck, we're there. We're there.
Yep.
We are in nickname territory right now. So from the rest of the day, it was Savvy, and I'd find ways to just come up with it, just to be like, Savvy, I need to get you to come over here and say this. And he goes, sure thing, Keith. And I'm like, fuck yes, we're there, buddy. Like, so it was funny. And then, but I didn't want to call him Savvy until I heard Roenick. Immediately, Roenick walked in and he goes, Savvy! And I was like, okay, it's Savvy. I knew it was going to be Savvy, but I had to make sure it was going to be that. And immediately, and those two actually overlapped and played with each other in Chicago, which I didn't realize that they overlapped. Yeah. One year, I think they overlapped because they played with each other for 1 year. Roenick had nothing but amazing things to say. That guy, from start to finish, is 110.
High octane.
110.
Yep, just like he played.
Just like he plays. Like, such a good dude. He's a great stick. I mean, he's like a 2-scratch handicap golfer. Great stick. And we get on the box. We get all these Hall of Famers, right? And we go, okay, we got to open this up. And Roenick says, what are we doing here again? He's like, why are we here for? And so I said, we're here for the line breaker thing. And, he goes, that's right. He goes, all right, I'll open it. And Urlacher's right next to me. He goes, I guess so. It's your brand. Go do whatever you want. He goes, all right. He goes, all right, so we're here for the Hall of Fame. And he just goes. He just goes 100 miles an hour. And then the chirping started. Urlacher's a good chirper, but the hockey players, they overtook and they won. So it was incredible. Just, again, royalty from Hall of Fame, the competitiveness. And this is what I loved. If I take away one thing, they're Hall of Fame players for a reason. None of them were not the best ever on their team. Like, they were always the best on their team.
Except Kukoč with Jordan.
Well, Kukoč and Jordan, but he was also the best.
Who's Jordan?
He was the best
European player. He's probably the best European player to this day.
He's the best European player on his team.
Exactly. And so at the end of it, what I thought was, here's Savvy 70, Harold Baines 67. These guys are getting older. They're up there. Their mentality has not shifted one. We're playing a fun scramble.
Yeah.
It was not fun to them. This is a competition of the highest level. We're winning. I don't care what happens. The shit talking. So to just see a guy that has been, all of them that have been at that level and still in this scramble, there was anger in missed putts. There was things where it was like, okay, like, you can't do that. Like, it was crazy. But
there are serious golfers too, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, all of them are good. Yeah. You ever see a 6'9" Croatian swing a golf club? The man can back into one. Yeah. Like, he is a good golfer. I was shocked. Yeah. So, and Harold Baines is 67 years old, quiet assassin. Yeah. He just never. But when he laid down a one-liner, it fell. It hurt because he didn't say many, but when he did, it hurt.
So Baines' hitting coach back in the day, name was Joe Albaugh. Joe Albaugh is from Coleman, and for years he coached. He was one of the coaches at Coleman High School, their baseball program, and you always knew he was Harold Baines' hitting coach. Now I don't know how deep that went as a hitting coach. I don't know if he just occasionally,
if he
gave him a tip one time.
he would have known Joe Albaugh.
Yeah.
And So
I talked to the guys. So Harold golfed with us. Then he golfed another 18 after. Yeah. And then I was talking to the guys yesterday, and Harold stayed the night and golfed another 18. It just went and did another round by himself. He was like, I'm doing another 18. Like, he's ready to go. So all super nice guys. Of course, Harold Baines, when he swung, he had the leg. He had big leg step.
Did he have a leg step?
He had the huge leg step. His statue is him with the leg step. Like, he has he had the big leg step. They were talking about that. So I'm excited to put this together. It's going to be fun. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming up with that one. But to just spend time with them, again, I thought they were all amazing. Connected with all of them, just good dudes. Wanted to golf, had some fun, and it was a melee. And the family down there, the Verdoliak family out of Chicago, like, those guys were incredible. All of them. Dave, Pete, all the guys down there it was just amazing. It was a fun event. It was quick. It was chaotic. I looked up. We're on 18. I'm like, what is happening? But we laid it down, and it's going to be a pretty awesome film we're going to drop coming up here in about a month over at Linebreaker. So there'll be a lot of really cool stuff coming out. So you have to check it out. It was fun.
There's some interesting stuff because all these guys obviously were kind of like in our era, mine specifically.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm a kid of the 80s, love sports, Harold Baines, all these guys. They were – except for Savard, he was a little before that. But Roenick, too, all these guys. But Baines, it's interesting when you look at his numbers. He almost had 3,000 career hits, which is it's not easy to do. Mm-mm. The handful of people have that. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame, back in, I don't know what year he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. They retired his number in 89.
I think he was in 18 or 19. He was the earliest, 17.
Yeah.
It was in the teens. I got an amazing, for the office, I got the line breaker flag, and I got all 5 of them to
cool.
rip a sig on it, and it's going to hang in the office with the picture of them on 18. So it's going to be a cool memorabilia piece. But, just really cool time, like I said. 2 versus 3, hockey players versus basketball, baseball, and football. And the boys on the ice took it at the end. Savard's a stick. He's sneaky at 70, and he's a hell of a player.
Yeah.
And I guess of all of them, like for me personally, that was the one where I was just like, I don't know. He was such a down-to-earth dude, so cool. And, he was a part of growing up, like you said. And so it was just really cool to meet him and not what I expected and couldn't have been cooler. Yep. It was like you're just chilling with your grandpa. Like he was literally just awesome.
I feel like he'd be like a 200-yard groover right down the gut.
He was just straight.
my
Every
dad's
time.
70.
He's a hell. I mean, that was
72.
what he was. He's like your dad when he golfs. Bang, bang. He's on the green in 2.
Short game's incredible.
Yep.
My dad can still go shoot subpar.
His hands. His hands were.
Short game, putting. All that stuff.
Yeah, he could play. Roenick smushes the ball. We were talking about
compresses
that. He
piss.
compresses the
You
piss.
sent me one clip of Roenick swinging. He compresses the shit out of that golf ball.
He does. And, Harold was the same as Savard, just down the middle. And he played great. And he'd hit the ball down the middle and go, I'm 67, guys, and just walk off the tee box. I'm like, you just hit it perfectly straight down the middle. Like, it's totally fine. So,
Dry and visible. That's what matters.
Yeah. And cool. and I can't say enough about Urlacher as well. I mean, he's our age, like Urlacher is, and so he's the youngest of all of them. He was he's a brick shithouse. Like now I can't even imagine him playing like what he was like. I mean, he's just built that like Goldberg. You know what I mean? Like his traps, his body. Like you just look at him and you're like, Jesus, man, I couldn't imagine him tackling.
He was recruited as a safety.
Yeah.
Or defensive back.
He
was at New Mexico, I believe. So he came into the league as a DB, but they converted him to a linebacker back when the linebackers started to become more athletic.
Yeah.
And he was one of the first athletic linebackers.
Yeah.
Won defensive rookie of the year in 2000 and retired as a Bear.
Yeah.
But seriously, one of the best linebackers.
I'm not kidding you.
Started a generation of style of play.
TJ Watts.
100%.
Yeah, of the TJs.
He was the
and
first.
The Herbergs and
him and Junior Seau were kind of in that same era. They flew around and they're super athletic. They weren't the big, the big linebacker from, the 80s that just go north and south.
Yep.
They went everywhere.
Well, it's going to be cool, man. We got a couple more shoots coming up. So just so you know, we're fishing with him in July. So we're getting dates. We're going down. It's him. It's Urlacher and his brother Casey versus the 2 of us in a fishing. That's happening. And then we'll be back there for another golf tournament at the end of July to film. And then Colston Loveland is also going down to film. We're filming that here coming up in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And Larry Fitzgerald is coming up with some YouTube golfers. So lots of big stuff. Yeah, lots of cool shit happening with that one.
Dude, I used to go watch him play.
Pitt.
Oh.
Yeah.
I went to school with Summer Harris. Her dad, Walt, was the coach of Pitt when Fitzgerald was there. We used to go watch him play all the time.
Yeah.
A man amongst boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was one of the he was probably the best collegiate wide receiver in history. He was so good.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And the best part, I'll never forget this. I always loved this about him. He would make the most unbelievable catch in the end zone, and he would walk over and hand the ball.
The Barry Sanders treatment.
Yeah. And I was just like, what a guy.
Yep.
What a guy.
Yep.
So, that's cool. At Keefer Brothers, our mission is to pass on what the wild has taught us. Every single step into the wild tells a story, and we've spent years capturing those moments in the rawest way possible. So if you're not afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and you want to go further and live the kind of life that most people only talk about, be sure to visit KeeferBrothers.com. Whether you're there for the stories, the skills, or the connection, Everything lives at KeeferBrothers.com and the all-new companion app.
Every shot counts. And when it's time to make it count, you want the best. Winchester Ammunition has built its legacy on a commitment to innovation by continuously pushing what's possible. In the heartland of America, the American legend crafts ammunition that's purpose-built, reliable, accurate, and ready to perform no matter how harsh the conditions. Whether you're hunting or shooting for sport, Winchester will be there.
All right, let's talk about beer for a second. You ever notice there's a big difference between Busch Light drinkers and other beer drinkers? I like to say we live on the wild side. You know, a guy with a Busch Light in his hand, he's a man of the people. He's out there in the wild every day. He's in the trenches smashing bushies with a smile on his face. You know why? Because he doesn't care. He's not looking for a soulmate. He just needs something to wash that damn jerky down. And he's got himself a 12-pack of Freedom in a can. And when that can gets cracked, it's like opening a door to a whole different world. It's just a vibe. And if you haven't felt it, you should. So go grab yourself a case of bushies, give them a rip, and take a walk on the wild side. Wherever your adventure takes you, count on Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's to make it memorable. From the timberline to the campsites to the lake and the range, get your family outfitted with the right gear. With premium brands like Worldwide Sportsman, Ascend, Instinct, Redhead, and Natural Reflections, they've got the apparel and the gear to make it the best adventure ever. Stop by today for a one-of-a-kind shopping experience in-store or online at BassPro.com and Cabela's.com. See for yourself at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's stores. Your adventure starts here.
For some of us, the hunt never stops. Grizzly understands that more than most. Rugged, reliable, and built to never back down. Whether you're on the trail, by the water, or deep in the dark timber, Grizzly is by your side. Tough enough to take on the wild and ready for whatever you can throw. Grizzly is committed to products that never let you down. Always on the hunt with Grizzly.
Out here in the wild, precision isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Leupold Optics is built on the foundation of American craftsmanship, where every features function first. For over a century now, they've combined dedication and technology with a relentless put-it-to-the-test attitude, creating optics that stand up when everything else stands down. When it matters most, you need the best. That's what you get with Leupold Optics. While other companies out there warranty failure, Leupold guarantees performance for life. You've got things that matter. Memories, heirlooms, documents, firearms. And we all know that life is unpredictable. At Winchester Safes, they make sure life's unpredictable moments don't take those things from you. They use state-of-the-art methods that refuse to sacrifice quality. They put everything they have into their products, offering proven protection and peace of mind. There's only one safe company worthy of the title, the American Legend, and that's Winchester Safes. Follow at Winchester Safes or learn more on winchestersafes.com. When you're miles from help, second chances don't exist. That's why we shoot Rage broadheads. Massive cutting diameter, field point accuracy, and devastating results when it matters most. Hunt with Rage.
You know, as a Pittsburgh guy, obviously Pittsburgh sports, Steelers, Penguins, and all this stuff. But man, when you're in a room of greatness like that, I had to give credit to Chicago. That's 5 Chicago royalty right there. And nothing made my wife happier than saying that, because she's from Chicago and she was like, finally, I'm getting the Chicago sports. I'm like, yeah, listen, I'll give it to you, because at the end of the day, that was seriously royalty from a sports perspective.
Well, Chicago's a big market. It's not easy to be an athlete there.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
not.
You take some shit.
It's
You know,
been a
like
long
New York.
time.
It's like in New
Yeah,
York.
You
it
take some
is.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, the Knicks
So-
are in the NBA Finals right now, and they hadn't won an NBA championship since '73.
Yeah.
And you look at the Bears. You know, you look at Chicago in general. they have not won a lot lately.
No.
You know, they haven't won a lot lately.
The Blackhawks had a great stint there with Kaner and those guys, Taves. And
But that was 2008, 2010.
Yeah, they had a
maybe?
3-4 year run where they
2010.
were lighting it up, and
Yep.
then it's been a dry spell since.
Yeah,
they
the Bears too.
They
You
got
know, they
Bedsy in
were
there
good.
now.
They got
so.
Bedsy in there.
But it's interesting, man. You look at like a Kukoč, which Kukoč was kind of the third guy on the Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen.
Yep.
But in '92, Jerry Krause was the owner of the Bulls. They found out that Kukoč, Pippen and Jordan found out that Kukoč was going to be a Bull. So in the '92 Olympic games, they played Kukoč.
Yeah.
And Pippen and Jordan hounded him. Literally did not leave him. Was extremely aggressive defensively in, kidney shots and just were like, you're coming to the Bulls, but right now you better know who runs the Bulls. It's us two.
Yeah.
And it was funny because he's like, what the hell's going on here? Right out of the tip. Because he was the man for Croatia. He was their boy.
He was it. He was it for all
and
of
they
them.
just shut him down. And he was like, damn, what was that all about?
Yeah.
But
He likes to talk about that story because he doesn't like. He's not going to talk about Jordan much, but he's going to tell the story of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Because that's a kind of an infamous thing with him and how that all came together, which is pretty cool.
But then he jumped on that team, and then he won a couple rings.
Yeah.
As an incredidible role, not even a role player, like he was a key part of that championship run, the second one.
Well, you mentioned it earlier, but I'm not. I hate to admit it, but I watched the NBA Knicks game yesterday.
Yeah.
I watched my first one.
I did too. I watched the Knicks.
I didn't
and
get
gotta
through
be.
it, but I watched.
Well, the celebrities.
I
I
folded in the beginning
Yeah.
of the fourth quarter, but it was late and I was tired. But I watched a lot of it, and it was that was. I mean,
It's pretty intense.
well,
man.
I mean, anytime there's a sports story like that because of the Knicks
Yep.
and everything else, I'm like, I got to see it. And then you got Wemby, and I understand all that, so I'm like, all right, I mean, you can't not as a sports guy. I'm like, I'm watching this game, and I got through 3.5 quarters of it before I watched it in bed. I fell asleep otherwise, but I woke up right at the end during the three.
As a basketball fan, I haven't. Back in the 80s and 90s, I was a huge NBA fan. Kind of lost it.
Yeah.
The game's changed so much. Defensively, though, when you watch these playoff games, it's kind of like playoff hockey, right? Every possession is intense.
Yeah.
Like every single possession. They're out there. They're trying to lock people up, and it's physical. They let them play more in the playoffs and in the NBA. So it is fun to watch. I do enjoy watching, and I'm pulling for the Knicks.
Yeah.
It's the Knicks are just a great organization. Over the years, they're historic, but they haven't won in 50 years.
And apparently,
it's crazy.
And so obviously New York being a big market, you mentioned that it's Rangers, right? I get Giants and Jets. Jets more probably than just because they play out of New Jersey a little bit. But
Yep.
they were saying New York is a Knicks town, and I can see it now. But even though they haven't won, it's a Knicks, it's a basketball town. And I was like, really? I didn't realize how big the Knicks were in New York. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, the celebrities like to get on the floor. And basketball is really the only sport where if you're a celeb, you can sit on the floor and you're in the background of almost every play.
Yeah.
The way, so they like the faces like to be visible.
Celebrity
and they like
row.
to come out. And
Timothée Chalamet.
Chalamet.
They say he sounds like an Adam Sandler, like a Timothée Chalamet.
Chalamet. Ooh,
So Chalamet.
But anyway, it's interesting because it's a different game. It's super personal. Like you're right there when you're watching basketball with no glass, with no literally you're on the floor if you're down there.
So what do you
and they're
think?
giant humans.
So what do you think? I saw a stat. If a team went any team that's gone up in an NBA final 3 games, the winning team, like the series, has been 0-164.
Yeah.
So no one has ever come back from a 3 game. Do they go back and does San Antonio take the next one? Is it go 2-2, or is it gonna go up?
I think
What do you
everybody
think's gonna
wants.
happen?
I think the NBA wants it to go 2-2. I kind of expect them to lose that game, in all honesty, because of the build-up. And you could see in the first quarter they played like shit.
Yeah, they did.
They played like they were tight.
Yeah.
Mistakes all over.
Yeah,
a lot of mistakes. They did not play good. They should win the next game because I think the pressure's off them a little bit. Okay, they lost a game. Wemby played really well. He didn't play good the first 2 games. He's young. I mean, he's 21, 22 years old.
Well, they have a 13-game win streak, the Knicks.
Yeah.
So that's
they
like,
won. They won 13. There was 12 or 13 in a row.
Yeah.
I think the Warriors won 15 straight in the playoffs, which means they ran the table.
Yeah.
Like they never lost.
they never lost. Yeah.
They got 3, 4, 4, 4.
Yeah.
So they got 15 in a row. But
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting. I'm in now. I mean, I want to see what happens. I mean, I want to see. I like when something.
I think
like
it's
this
a
pops
game.
up.
I feel like it's a game 6 deal. I think they're going to come back to New York in game 6 and win it. I think they win the next game. They lose in San Antonio, and then they come back at 3-2. They're going to be up 3-2. They win it at home.
Finish it out
in game 6.
God, they finish it out in the Garden. You better hold on, New York.
Oh yeah, it's going to be wild, and I think I like it. You know, I mean, I'm not a huge NBA fan anymore, but I do like. It's an American sport.
Yeah,
and I root for it to be successful. And you get New York and the fans, and you know, it was electric.
Oh,
in that
building was
in the Garden.
It's
last
like
night.
Montreal when Montreal was playing and they were still in the hunt. It was electric, and then that's the part that I
right
love
now,
watching. Is
look at Vegas
the
right
sports
now.
of Vegas
Yeah.
is through the roof.
Yeah.
That's tonight too.
Lisa walked in last night, and I had the game on, basketball game. I don't watch it. She walked into the living room. She looked down.
Did she slap you in the
She
face?
literally looked at me and she goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Also, if you think we're watching this over the NHL Stanley Cup, you're crazy." And I'm like, game's tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, all right. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
I said, it's a cool story. I want to
It
get
is.
in. And I was looking for Robbo. Robbo was at the game.
Yeah.
So he's a Aussie implant into the
Oh,
States.
so he went
It's a
straight up.
diehard
He went
Knicks
straight
fan
up
now.
to New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
full
awesome.
Knicks. But yeah, I mean, anytime you get that environment, I mean, the Vegas series right now with Carolina's, those crowds are just,
Yeah.
it's wild.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
And those games are just, I mean, it's a yo-yo. It's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, Carolina scored 3 goals in 39 seconds the other night.
Yeah.
They were down 4-0, and it was 4-3 39 seconds later.
It was crazy. It was
So-
3-0, and I'm like, I'm not going to watch it. And I turned back, and I'm like, it's tied.
Yep.
What?
39 seconds.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mitch Marner is going to win a cup, man, and it's
yeah.
going to. Vegas is. I'm telling you,
Team of destiny.
Yeah,
right now.
they're taking it.
They can't.
Coaching change, the whole thing that happened, man.
it worked.
It worked.
But Carolina plays that man-on-man, and Vegas is a heavy game, dude. And
Yep.
you can't. They're just. I think Carolina's tired.
Mitchie Marner's
I
going
think
to
they're
win the cup.
gassed. When you look at how many overtimes they went, 7 overtimes in like the first 8 games or 9 games
Yeah.
or something. Like
yeah,
That's like 3 extra
3 extra games. Like,
Yeah.
It's a lot of hockey. And man-on-man is. I mean, it's a hell of a lot
It's-
more taxing.
You're,
So.
you're spent.
Yep.
You're spent.
So and Vegas figured out how to beat it.
Yeah.
Which is now what do you do? You
Yeah.
know. So.
Well, all in all, cool weekend. I mean, everybody was split up and gone, and like I said, it was a pinch me moment at some point. Then it just became a normal thing. It was cool. Like the guys were just awesome. So a lot of really cool shit to come with that brand. So we're excited. I'll, as we do more of these and we launch it, we'll fill everybody in where to
Yeah.
go watch it because it's going to be a fun video.
How's the gear? Gear look good?
Yeah, the gear
Solid?
looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So they did an amazing collaboration, and I don't want to get too much into it, but they did a great collaboration with a brand that's out there right now that's coming out, and just going to be an awesome lifestyle brand.
Yep.
So it's going to be really cool, and pulling for these guys, I think it's going to be very successful. So it's going to be fun to watch. So cool brand. Cool. So yeah,
You know what's not going to be successful? Oregon IP 28.
oh, the Peace Act.
Yeah,
Wow.
the Peace Act.
There's a lot of vocalization since last week.
Yes,
It's
finally.
unreal.
Finally. It's good. We need that.
We do.
And I feel like we're talking about this. I didn't see anything about it until we posted.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, the amount of play, the
Yeah.
amount of shares, it's incredible. Like people, I think, opened their eyes and they didn't realize this was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The visibility is important. I mean, it's a double-edged sword because you're giving visibility to a stupid thing in the first place.
Yeah.
But it's awareness, right? This shit's going on.
You don't want people to be surprised in the ballot
Yeah,
box.
that's right. Shit's going on. It's actually happening, and we got to pay attention. So, I don't know. I think
Well, back it up for a second. So for those of you guys that didn't hear last week, there's this thing in Oregon. So we'll start there for just a second. We do want to recap this because we posted this online, just a clip from it about what was going on with it. And it took off. Right now it's over 3,000 shares of just people that are, I think, to your point, weren't aware or were aware and didn't realize that it was actually going to go to ballot and all this stuff. But we've got this video. We probably received this link itself probably 30 times.
Yeah.
Like in DMs. It's from the Geyer show. It's a guy by the name Geyer Brandon is his name on Facebook.
Explain
go ahead and play that.
COVID spread from you. Don't touch my camera. Do not touch my camera. I'm on a public property. If you don't like to be filmed, you can walk away. You just said something pretty radical. You said COVID is spread through us killing and eating animals. Can you please explain that?
Pause it right here for a second. Look at the sign. Protect animals in Oregon.
Yeah.
That's it.
Quick signature.
Quick signature, just protect the animals in Oregon.
And these people are trying to get signatures to get it on the ballot.
That's what they're trying to do right now.
These people are on the streets and they're walking around. This guy confronts a guy and a girl in their probably their 20s.
Yep.
And he's basically like, what are you guys doing? And then he asks them.
Yeah.
If you're from a citizen.
Yeah. Let this play for just a second, then we'll finish this up.
Story that I heard. And that's
Actually, it was gain-of-function research that was in a lab conducted by Anthony Fauci.
all right.
So there's two people
Stop
here.
lying to these people, guys. The people, look, they crossed out the signature because she didn't even tell them.
Those are people's private
She
information.
crossed.
so
Well,
you
you're on a
can't
public
actually-
property. You're on public property.
Okay, you still can't.
I can. Are you a citizen of the United States?
No.
You're not a citizen of the United States.
That's unbelievable. So pause it right here for a second.
You're not a citizen of the United States?
I'm not.
Okay,
you're
they're
trying to-
not even citizens of the United States, and they're trying to get these signatures. So they're obviously being paid by a group to
They're
go out
getting
there and do
paid by
this,
somebody.
right?
It's a playbook that they run.
Yeah.
Go
it is
back
a
to what you
playbook.
were saying about the ballot box biology and all the stuff that happens. Here's two people, not even United States citizens, that says, protect Oregon animals, quick signature. That's all it
What
says.
city is this in? Do we know?
That's in Portland.
This is in Portland.
Yeah, I believe this is in Portland. Someone can look into it, but I believe this is in Portland.
Yeah.
Because that's where they're doing this.
Yeah.
And they're just out there getting these signatures. So then that actually has repercussions and puts it to a point where it can actually go on the ballot and they're getting this. But what these other people don't know is what this actually is about. Back to your point.
They have no belief system in this.
No.
They're paid by somebody because of what they look like to go out and get signatures from a lot of people to pass something they really don't have a belief on one way or the other. They're just pawns.
Yes.
Yes, it's part of a way bigger playbook though. So I've done a deep dive, gone in and looked at a lot of this stuff. They fully expect this thing to fail. The people that are behind it, fully expect it to fail. This will be the third or fourth time that they've done this. They change the name of it every time. They change the language on it. They make little tweaks here and there, and they do this time and time, and it's death by 1,000 cuts, right? They put something out there, they make an extreme statement, they try to appeal to people's emotions. When it doesn't work, it fails, but guess what they did? They learned. And so then they take it, they tweak it a little bit, they try it again. Then they tweak it a little bit more, they try it again, and they just keep going. Like, this is the playbook. And they're gonna try to deploy this all across the country. It's what they're doing now. It's insanity.
It's disgusting.
It is.
It's insane.
It's awful.
If you're like, let's just say you're an animal rights person, which is totally fine. Like, so am I, right? At the end of the day, if it says protect the rights of animals in Oregon, if I like cats and dogs and I want to be like, oh, that's cool, and I sign the thing, what I don't realize is that, again, it goes back to what's built into it, all the way down to like pest control is actually something that you can't do. Like, you can't kill ants. Mm-hmm. You could go to jail. What are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing? So, again, going back to your playbook, they're tweaking languages, they're doing this. But I hate the smoke and mirrors of this bullshit where they go out there and they go, this is what it is, quick signature, and we're good. And even if it is just a learning curve, why even waste the time? It's such bullshit. It drives me nuts. So
I want to read you something. So they've got a document on this thing that says IP28 does not ban wildlife management. Well, the number one resource for wildlife management is hunting and conservation efforts. So I read through this whole thing on their page, and I get down to this one little part right here. And here's exactly what this says. This is their words, not mine. It isn't hard to imagine a world where rather than tracking down and shooting an animal with a bullet, we could track down and shoot an animal with a sterilization vaccine. I'm sure many who currently hunt recreationally would find the latter similarly enjoyable. It would certainly require just as much skill, heck, maybe We could even sell licenses for people to conduct this sterilization program and then use those funds for conservation.
Well,
That's in their document.
yeah. But guess what? You can't feed your family with sterilization.
What? That's in there, dude. That's their words, not mine. It's in there.
What?
Yep.
Sterilization.
Yep. That's the new wildlife management tool.
And they're doing this in cities. This isn't new. They're taking deer on the operating table and literally going in there and sterilizing them and releasing them back into the wild.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
So what's the goal with sterilization? Just have them all die of old age?
Well,
Is that
that's their way of saying they can control population
natural
dynamics.
selection and all the other stuff that goes along with that?
Yeah, it's so backwards, man. But I think for me it comes down to they make these outrageous claims, these outrageous statements. They get people to emotionally react. They learn, they tweak, they change, they redeploy, and they try again. And they did it in Colorado. I mean, I did a whole thing about the one in Colorado in ballot box biology when that was back in, I think it was last
3 years ago.
Last year, the year
It
before.
was 2024, the election.
And so this is what they're doing. And people just have to wake up because the way that you confront this is with facts.
Yeah.
When you take an issue, when you take a moral issue like animal cruelty and you try to strip away the liberties and freedoms of human beings because of it and put it into law,
It's over.
full stop right there.
It's hard stop.
You can't do it.
No.
You cannot do it. So you got to fight them with facts. You got to fight them with information. And it's not even a fight. It's like, I don't know.
Well, I can tell you this much. There's a lot of people that woke up when we made that post about it and have shared their thoughts on it. And 99.9% of them are in the same exact boat as that.
And they didn't know
This can't happen.
If you didn't live in Oregon, and even a lot of people in Oregon didn't realize it was getting thrown on
This
there.
far.
A lot of people are shocked that something like this is happening.
And there's still stuff in there, so they got to validate the signatures. They got to
Sure.
go through all these steps and processes. But boy, is it dangerously close no matter what.
That's
You
just
know?
it. That's it. It's one
Yep.
step closer. So
Yep.
they probably did it before. They learned a little bit more,
Yep.
and this is probably the furthest they've pushed it.
It is.
Now they're going to
It
say,
is.
okay, this is what we learned this time. And next time, you just don't know. It could be on the. It
And
could
you
make
can
it.
go back and track what they did the first time, and it failed miserably, and then they got a little better, and then it got a little better, and now it's where it is today. So it's just.
Do we know the group that's behind it? Like,
Yeah.
Besides just the normal right left, what group is behind
Yeah,
it?
there's one guy in particular that's behind it. And
Is
I'm
this
not
the guy
even,
that he mentions
I'm
in
not
here?
even going to do justice by giving the guy any airtime.
They
'cause I
mention
think
him.
he's-
This guy says you work for. That's that guy.
Yeah, I think he's
they
a
mention.
joke.
Yeah.
But so that's the other thing now. And that, again, this is part of the playbook, right? If they can make you be interested in who this human is, well, now there's a human element to this thing.
Yeah.
And now it's, well, I like that guy or I feel for that guy. Like, strip that out. Let's deal with frickin' policy here and how that works, So, and I think now we're at the point where a lot of people need to react to this or are reacting to it because it is bigger than Oregon. It's a lot bigger than just Oregon. So,
And
We're looking at the website.
so the head
on
website, it says
IP28.
yes on IP28.
It's just a bunch of people.
A bunch
standing
of people
around with
petting
cows.
dairy cows.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do.
What are they going to
Yeah.
start a yoga with cows now? Everybody get out there and start stretching with them.
Well,
you
there's
don't
cows.
even kill dairy cows. You
milk
drink
'em.
their milk. Those are dairy cows. They're not cattle.
Just go back.
milked your
They don't even know that.
I milked your cow. It took me a little while. We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
just when you read through some of the stuff that's on here, you can just tell by the languaging for me is everything.
Yeah.
And there's a part in here that says like when you inhabit your property with animals, like you're inhabiting your property with a cow.
Yeah,
Like, I'm sorry, that's my property. The cow lives
because I allow it to live.
because I allow it to be on the
Because
property.
I allow it to be.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm an omnivore. Doesn't mean I don't have moral clarity. I got eyes in the front of my head and canine teeth. I'm an omnivore.
Exactly.
Like, that dude lives there because I want him to.
Eyes on the
And
side.
when I don't want
running
him to
hide.
anymore, he won't.
He won't live there.
Yeah. Isn't that
Yep.
it? Eyes on the side, run and hide. Eyes in the front, hunt.
That's exactly right.
So
Yep.
yeah, this is the guy. I'm not even going to say his name. That's the guy right there that they mention all
Yeah.
the time.
Yep.
He's the activist. We're not even going to say his name because we'll just look at him.
Yeah.
That's all we need to do.
Yep. There he
Look
is.
at this guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's solid.
But they want you to react like wildly and emotionally, and just stick with facts, man.
Yep.
Like, you know, I saw a thing he put out that said, you know, or somebody from that organization put out and said, as humans, what do we owe animals? And that's the question we should ask ourselves. The question that I would ask is, as humans, what do we owe the thousands of people and families whose livelihoods depend on those animals when you try to strip this shit away?
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's the question. So it's it's unfortunate that's where we're at, but
This guy's a fucking Muppet. So good luck with it. Good luck with it, Muppet.
yeah.
Let's get it done. Let's just stand up for it and just kibosh this whole thing. Come on, Oregon.
Yeah.
Get this done. Move on.
Again, he has actually come out and said, I don't expect this to pass at all. But
That's the part that's so crazy.
But it's just part of the process.
Part of the process, man.
And it's going to help him get to the next one and the next one and the next one. So
Well, you guys asked, and we're trying to give you as much information as we can. And obviously, you guys can do your own research on this, but stand up for it. If you're out in Oregon, make sure you do whatever you got to do. Spread the word. Let's just stop this shit before it gets any worse. But that's kind of what our thoughts are on it. And it was brought to our attention. You saw it, and obviously it hit a nerve with a lot of people. So we wanted to address it again today because it's worth talking about.
So this is the thing, and this is the part that I find interesting, is if you go through and you read a bunch of the comments people have sent our way, is there's other people now starting to chime in saying, if you think that's bad, look at what's going on here.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right now, somebody in Alaska sent one that was
Yeah.
like, wait until this person gets in office. Like, we're going to need all the help we can get up here. So now I'm like, okay, I'm starting to look around a little bit more to see what else is going on out there. So
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I say I think it's bigger than Oregon.
It's bigger.
Like this is a nationwide thing.
And there's been a lot of people, tagging brands
Yeah.
in that because, in all honesty, brands have a big voice. They have a big footprint. Obviously, you want to see the brands you believe in the space that you're a part of in the outdoors. You want to see them stand up for that. So a lot of people are calling out, just saying, hey, I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but this is happening in your state.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So-
for sure. And again, there was you mentioned the Alaska one. Another guy talked about how these types of things are Trojan horses, while other stuff is passing quietly, right? So a lot of attention gets drawn on something, and then all of a sudden, private lands and other stuff are being shut down in areas like that kind of thing, where they go in with these kind of Trojan horses, make a big stink over something they know isn't going to go, and then
Right.
quietly something else passes that you're like, well, now how did that get through, right?
Yeah.
So you just got to stay vigilant, people. Stay vigilant for all the hunters and activists and all the people out there that are conservationists and all that. We got to protect our own on that front.
Yep.
So, in any state, if you're in it, make sure you read that ballot really, really close, whatever your state is, because we're coming up on a cycle, and there's going to be shit on ballot that if you don't understand it, it could be very detrimental to your state. So,
Knowledge is key.
Knowledge is key. Read about it.
And with this thing, it just like everything, devil's in the details.
Yep.
They pass off that giant sign, protect the animals, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't say what's behind it, doesn't say what the mission is, doesn't actually give anything cold, concrete, hard facts.
Emotional.
It's pure emotion. It's pure moral purpose and whatever it is that they feel like they've got going on. So, and unfortunately, there's people out there that would agree with that in a heartbeat. In today's attention span of 8 seconds, they're like, oh yeah, cool, protect animals, I love that idea.
Yeah, here's my signature.
And just like that.
Yeah.
Without any of the devil in the details.
Yeah, well, it's wild.
Yep.
Well, stay vigilant out there, folks. And if there's more that people have that they can share with us, because we're getting a ton of stuff coming in on this right now, share it. We'll talk about it. We'll bring it up.
Yeah, the Alaska one really intrigues me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
let's
to
dive-
figure-
we
I'm
should
trying to
dive
figure
into
out
that.
more about what's going on up
Yep.
there. So
Yeah.
obviously Alaska's near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah, you leave Alaska alone.
We spent an insane amount of time up there. So yeah, I'm gonna dive in there.
I have faith in the Alaskans. Like, there's a lot of people, but I have faith in them.
Oh.
Yeah.
They love their hunting and fishing up there. So, well, cool. Well, we had a lot. I mean, this has been a crazy, crazy weekend, 5 days. We got TAC event this Friday. We'll be up in, when this comes out, we'll be up in Crystal. So if you're headed up there,
Crystal Mountain,
stop and see
Michigan
us.
up there.
We have
Should
no
be cool.
plans. We're just going up to check out we've never been to one before, and it's local, and we finally are home for a day. So we're going to sneak up for a couple hours and just see what's going on and visit with some partners up there that'll be there. So yeah, make sure you swing by and say hi.
I'm gonna scramble. I'm gonna scramble tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The old man asked me.
Oh,
So yeah, I haven't played in a scramble in a while. Kind of excited.
That'll be good.
I haven't played. I literally have not played golf in Michigan yet this year. Maybe once, which is stupid. We just keep talking.
Yeah.
Why aren't we playing more golf right now? Well, it'll come.
It'll come.
It'll come. We got to settle into the summer.
It's coming.
It's coming. But yeah, I'm excited to go out and play.
I'll tell you what, we played 18. I got to play with these guys before the match, like before the scramble match, and we played a game, snake, camel, fish. We got to do it for fun. It's 3 coins, and they're the most obnoxious coins in the world that Eddie got online, or Pete, I can't remember, but like the snake coin is this big, the fish coin's tiny, and then there's this camel coin. And how the game works is Snake-Fish-Camel is if you are the snake, if you're the last person to 3-putt, you get the snake. And you carry the coin the whole round. So if you go to the next hole and someone 3-putts, you got to give them the coin. If you forget to give them the coin by the time you get to the tee box, you have to keep the coin. Okay, so it's like if you 3-putt, boom, you get the coin. Last person in the sand trap, you get the camel. Last person in the water, you get the fish. It's $10 a guy, and at the end of the round, whoever's holding the coin pays up. So it's $10 a guy. So if the 3 of us played, it would be $30, but it would be like whoever had the coin. So if you had a coin, you'd $20. If you like that, and it was fun because the coin kept switching, and there's nothing worse than hitting a shitty shot and someone handing you the coin.
Yeah.
Like it's
a
a
moment of
mental,
shame.
it's a mental level. And I promise you, like I've never played this game before. Eddie plays it with he's very good at when to do it. And same with Pete and Dave, these guys, when you're putting, and if you miss this 2-putt, you're going to 3-putt, the coin will just land on the green. It'll just, zip, there it comes, and you're like, I got a 6-footer. If I miss it, I have to pick up that coin.
The minute it lips out, that coin drops.
But as soon as you drop the putt, you can just walk away, and then that guy has to pick it up and go, damn. So it was a lot of fun just to play that game. And I hit, there's 1 water on this course in Flossmoor. I hit my drive 290 plus down the center. Couldn't have been better, right? 3 guys went in the water. I'm like, oh, it's the only water on the course.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fish is good, right?
Where's my pitching wedge?
I'm 120 out. I literally shank one to the right into the water after they hit it over. I got the fish. That was done. I had to have the fish the whole time. There's no other water. I was like, we're done. So I got the fish. So ended up, I had to pay everybody. So $60 that I lost on that. And then Louis came in on 18 with no coins. By the time we left 18, he had 2 coins in his pocket. So it's a lot of fun. It just makes a level.
That would
of
be
the game.
fun. We got
to get the coins and we got to play that game, and it's just a lot of fun. It was camel, snake, fish.
Yeah,
I like it.
So
I saw a thing the other day, just speaking on water real quick. Ryder sent it to me. It was this post a guy put out that said, heard they're looking for water on Mars. Have you guys seen this post yet? Said, I heard they're looking for water on Mars. Send me up with a driver and a Pro V1.
I'll find it.
Yeah. He said it to me. I literally laughed for 20 minutes. Because it was like, just so true. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's
true.
it.
Send me up with a driver and a Pro V1.
I'll tell you, there's an extra level of nerve because I was like, I'm 120 out. I mean, this is just a little 60 little flop shot. And I literally, in my mind, I'm going, do not put it in that water and get this coin. And I just peeled it. I mean, I hit the toe. It went so far right. And I'm like, I haven't done that. I'm like, what the I was so mad.
Because you were thinking about it.
I was thinking about it the whole
Extra
time.
line of
but
pressure.
it was a lot of fun, man, to play that game. So, like I said, just another level of competition on every hole. And you already know what you're going to lose. So it's not like you're betting on every hole and you could lose like a lot of money. You already know if you have to pay everybody, then you got all 3 coins. Like that's your max, you know. But it was $10 a guy. Everybody throws in. Here we go.
I mean, yeah, that's $30 a coin. That's 90. If you have them all, you're paying out $90.
Yeah.
So
yikes.
T-box 1, I hit again. Driver was on. Everything else was a shit. But driver's on, and the owner of the Flossmoor Club, right, George, great guy. He's in the sand. I don't know this game. I don't know what's going on. I just met these guys for the very first time. Eddie walks up and he says, hey, give this coin to him and tell him Merry Christmas. I'm like, I just met this man 3 minutes ago. He'd go, oh, it's not going to go well. He goes, but you got to do it. I'm like, so I just walk over to him and I'm like, hey, Merry Christmas. He grabbed that coin out of my hand so fast, so angry. And I'm like, I literally just met this man 3 minutes ago. And now I got to hand him this coin. And he's like, and he just looks at me and drives away. And I'm like, well, there goes that relationship. But by like number 8, he was great. But oh my God, it was like right out of the gate. He threw me in. And instead of him walking over, he goes, hey, go ahead. Just give it to him. Tell him Merry Christmas. I'm like, okay. Hand him the coin. Anger right out of the gate. I'm like, great.
Who gets mad at golf anymore?
It was like fun. It was a fun anger, but it was
Love
enough.
it.
It was enough. It was a competition anger.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was gonna say let's go out to the club and play this week, but we got the LPGA tournament here.
yeah.
Nelly Corda just won the U.S. Open yesterday, Sunday, on a cool. I mean, we watched it. It was cool ending. So she'll be here with her partner and a whole bunch of LPGA Tour professionals will be in town. They're in town right now.
Yeah, I got
Weston's out there working, and
I got Morgan Pressel staying with us this week.
is she up?
Yep, she's Golf Channel, so she's doing. She's a commentator. Yeah, she's amazing. So we met her the first year, and
Everybody was flying in yesterday when I was coming in.
Oh, yeah.
It was-
it's getting stacked in here. So Morgan's coming in tomorrow, and then I'm announcing on 18 on Golf Channel. So on Saturday, we'll be announcing, be in the box if you hear that. So.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Actually, I'm glad you reminded me.
It'll be fun. We're
reminded me about that.
we usually just come to Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
now.
I do the same thing.
Friday we'll be out at TAC. Maybe I'll sneak over Thursday afternoon or something.
They got to give me all those cards with the phonetic spellings because on Roenick and Thanaboom Punyares, those are the only two I remember because I had to say it 100 times in a row.
So this is a terrible confession. We golfed in when we did the Pro-Am the first year.
Oh, it was the first year.
First year.
First
we
year,
had
yeah.
was it Bronte Law?
Yeah,
Bronte Law.
We had Bronte Law.
Yeah.
And she signed a golf ball for me. I put it in my bag.
Did you play with it?
Had to. I got down so low. I'm digging in the bag. I'm like, I have no golf balls left. I'm like, oh, I got one right here, Pro V1X. Boom. I pull it out. Bronte Law's signed ball.
Yeah, that's
So
like a
now,
$7 ball.
So now some kid that buys a pack of egg crates down at Jack's is probably going to get Bronte Law signed.
You had a Pro V1X and a driver.
I found the water on
Found
Mars.
Found the water on Mars.
Dunked her in. So it's a horrible admission because I was literally like, well, I have to. Like, I really don't want to use this
I haven't
ball.
seen her on the leaderboard in 5 years, so I think
It's all right.
I had to, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a sentimental thing.
It
You know what I
is.
mean?
First Pro-Am.
I used it. It lasted about 3 holes.
Is Charlie Hall going to be here, though? That's the real question.
I don't think so.
Ripping
Not that I
darts.
know of. She's awesome.
She's awesome.
I love watching her play.
She's John Daly.
She quit ripping them.
darts.
Yeah, she quit.
She did?
She's a pouch girl now.
No.
Yeah, she needs to switch to Alp. She's
Yeah.
not an Alp
That's a-
girl, but she needs to switch to Alp.
That'd be a good
We
one.
got to get her on the Alp
She's
pouches.
awesome.
Yeah. So
Cool.
all right. Well, speaking of Alp, that's the. Are we done, fellas? We're wrapping it up.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we got to say. Wilder Minds presented by Alp, America's Lip Pillow.
Insert legal jargon here.
Nicotine is an addictive chemical and can cause addiction. Nicotine. Alp.
Mama say it's a new day, son.